All right, Trevor, let's talk a little bit about our swing here from the right side. One of the things that's most noticeable to me in looking at your hand situation or hand setup is that we have our hands up and back behind that back shoulder to start with. You can see how Manny here, obviously one of the best hitters that probably have ever lived, arguably, is got his hands kind of set right here in front of his back shoulder. Hands are real quiet, not a lot of movement before he starts to actually swing the bat. Let's jump to frame 2, 3, 4. Now you can see here where his hands are still back in that circle, and how now as he's moving forward, his hands are still kind of back in that circle, where now your hands have actually went backwards, and that's where we start to see the separation or dragging of our arms, because now they're so far behind us. As we start to proceed forward, no choice but for those things to drag behind us. Okay, so let's start to kind of move forward from this standpoint. 1, 2, 3. Let's clear some things out so we can see, and you really start to see the separation between the hands and back shoulder at this point. Again, Manny's hands right on the back shoulder. Everything is, he's already starting to kind of move forward to the ball. He's got a little bit of a heel plant. Is that heel plant starting to kind of see belly button move forward? And here's where I want you to see where he's starting to really get firm over this front side, but still see how this knee is inside that toe, which where we need you to kind of maintain that as well. Shortening those hands is going to allow you to kind of be able to control or stay connected. After this video, I'm going to put a couple of different videos for you to watch from a hitting standpoint, and one of those will be connection and throwing a frisbee. I want you to watch those, and hopefully it'll kind of give you a little bit of a better understanding as to what we're kind of looking for, and some different thoughts, and hear it from a different person as to kind of how to do that. But anyway, we start to move forward, and because we've got those arm drag that really start to cast the barrel out way behind us. And now you could see here, let me clear some things out so we could see. Now at bat lag, you could see his hands are right here kind of in front of his belly button, and you see how far your hands are behind because they were so far. So now the hands are having to fight to catch up, and now the bat is really dragging behind us. Now it's not that it's dragging down, just our hands are dragging in this area here. So now when we start to proceed to contact, all right, you can really start to see here where Manny's hands are out front of his body, okay, firm front side, and you can. And one of the things that I like to really show here is we've got head, shoulder, knee, everything's right in, almost in a straight line. We've got head, shoulder, hip, down to your knee, okay, and and so you can start to see how that line is broken. What we want to think about is at contact, I should have head, shoulder, hip, and knee all in a straight line. And that's when we say stand tall at contact, that's what we're referring to. All right, and the hand drag is really slowing our hands down to be able to get to the zone. Now, one of the things you do a fairly decent job of, to be honest with you, once we get to contact, is you stay through the baseball pretty long, okay, which is a good thing. All right, so that means we've got extension through the zone. The problem is with you seems to be in this area from here to here to here. It seems to be our point of emphasis. Everything behind us is where we're really long to contact. We want to think about staying short to contact, long through the baseball. The other thing that I'd like to see a little better job of, now Manny gets away with a little more than we do, but see how this hip, shoulders, and everything are kind of going here? At contact, let's go ahead, we'll roll both you guys back, and you can see how his head, shoulders, down over the ball, belly button down over the ball, head down over the ball. And you can see how your head's kind of flying there, shoulders are over here, hips are over here, and you can start to see, well, now I've got lines going everywhere, where on the right side, Manny's very clean. All right, obviously that's why he's one of the best hitters ever, but at the same time, we can really see why he is so effective. Hopefully that helps, man.